want to help the prisoners, the prison department in their Yellow Ribbon campaign. We want to reach to our people. We want to take the word of God, take the word of Lord Ram, and to the people, and see that we are able to make a difference in their life. So when they are in the prison serving their sentences, they are not left alone. God is guiding them. So when they come out, and we are able to accept them back in their life. So we are playing a little role to see that we rehabilitate our prisoners together with the policy of the government. I mean, we are trying our best to see that we get into more commercial activities, so we have got sufficient funds to see that our programs reach to the people. Unfortunately, we have not been receiving any grant from anywhere, but we are trying our best. We have done our budget submission, and we are trying our best to get organize our finances, to get transparency in the organization, to see that we get the much needed funds to take our activities forward. So we are at the moment, we are valuing all our properties. This exercise has been done to all our properties. Unfortunately, there are a few properties which are in dispute with a few managements. We have not been able to reach them. There is a few, there is a school in the west. However, we are trying our best to reach them. And as custodians of the Sanatan property, we want to see that all our properties are in order, and they are able to generate some revenue for the organization. Some issues with the management at the moment. We are refusing to recognize the organization. We have a variety of things that we have submitted. Like for our youths, we have submitted for climate change mitigation. We want to take on give back to nature what we have taken back from them. You all know that we use a lot of dongo for cremation purposes, and very rarely we go and plant it. So we have got a program that we have come up that if we get some funding, we'll be able to replace those dongos that our ancestors have been using for years, just to give back to nature, and at the same time mitigate the climate change that is affecting all of us.
So you mentioned the constitution of the Sabha is under review.
Yes, the constitution is under review. We are trying to make our organization more accessible to people. We want to bring in more democracy and transparency, and we see that our operations are in line with the other organizations, and we are operating in a very democratic manner.
So you also mentioned that registration is now open to every Sabha.
We are working on that. At the moment, registration to the Sabha is through Ramayan Mandlis, Mahila Mandals, youth wings, but we are working on having individual registration as well. All our temples, we want to standardize our temples. We want to make it more accessible to our devotees. Our devotees should know what are the role that they play. The committees should know what role do they play. So we want to see that all the protocols and all the activities of our religion is followed in the proper manner. Like you must have heard what Dr. was saying about offering food to the God. What time do we do arti in our temples? How do we do it? And we are going to see that the temples are kept in the best hygiene practice is practiced, and we have cleanness. Cleanness is what we need in our temple. So once the SOPs are out, then the word will go to all the committees, all the working committees, to have a standardized working procedures. See what we are doing, we are taking it in a very challenging manner, and we are working towards it through all our Ramayan Mandlis. We are telling our Parcharaks and all our priests, wherever they go, during every session, to take out a little bit of time and talk about the issues affecting our youths, like the drug abuse, teenage pregnancy, street kids. And we have always voiced our opinion through news media, and I thank your company for taking most of our news online for the people. So we are playing a very active role. It is happening in all the mandlis almost, where we are taking out time for youths, where we are taking out time for women. We believe a lot in women empowerment. There is a lot we are going to do. As you know, our strategic plan has been launched, and a pillar has been dedicated for women empowerment, and we are trying to bring them up together in power with the men. If you might not be aware, we just bought a program through Gita Updesh program, whereby we had a session. Unfortunately, it was not covered by the media, where we talked about the natural way of rehabilitating drug users, how we can do rehabilitation. So we have had sessions on that, and when we joined forces with the other faith-based organizations for that as well. So we have actually had a few programs in the community, and we are also doing our best to raise awareness in schools as well. We have got a very vibrant Nar SAA, which looks after the women wings, And I'm proud to say that we have got more than 16 Nari Sabhas throughout Fiji. They have their own program, their own counseling programs. They go around visiting other groups. They discuss through the word of mouth. And we are trying to get the ladies out of the fear factor that they are having to reach us. And you might have noticed that we are having a plan to do a girls counseling center in Suva, targeting our girls who should be free to come and share problems. We have done a little bit of work, but as I said, finance plays a very important role, and we have submitted it to the state as well to somehow or the other. If we get some funding, we'll be operating that very soon. And there are, as you know, that we are collaborating with PTI, Pacific Technical College, whereby we have discussed on a lot of programs which will be partnering very soon.
What are these programs? And
just like outreach programs, like we are outreaching to the prison, we want to reach families, we want to reach to the vulnerable people and see that, provide a helpline as well. So if they have got any issues, they can at least reach us. It's a challenge for all the organizations, like one of the participants mentioned. We have got a youth wing, we have got a youth wing president, we've got a committee, and we are doing our best, and we urge everybody to come and register with the youth wing and be part of the
what's
youth
in
wing.
it for the youth in the youth wing?
Come again?
What's in it for youth?
We've got recreation activities, we've got sports activities and outreach programs we do. We normally have youth nights in our conventions. One night we dedicate to the youths. We had a very entertaining youth night in Lambasa recently. However, I do accept that it's a challenge for all organizations at this point of time to entice youths to join in. And I urge all the Sanatan youths to come and join and play your part.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, sir?
Just want to add that we are taking a strategic direction now. As you know, that our strategic plan has been launched, and I want everybody to change their perception towards the Sabha and try to join hands. We need more hands to take the word of God, to take our development and to take our awareness program together. And I want more people to come in and join the organization so that we have a very stable future for our youths. It's the view of the public on our SOPs that we are making and the development plan that we have for our temples. Most of our assets are lying like that for quite some time, and we are trying to reform it to see that it serves the purpose for the future.